Hey guys, welcome to Tarot of the Soul. I hope you're doing really well. This is going to be another pick a card reading because I know that everybody loves these readings. It's going to be for connections that are in separation. So it can be somebody that you've been in a relationship with. It can be somebody that you just like. It can be somebody, honestly, who's even a friend. But generally, it's somebody you have, a romantic connection with, or you have some kind of feelings, even if it's just caring about them a lot. So it's just going to be, what's the deal with this connection? Like, why are you in separation, or what's going on with them? How are they feeling? I'll kind of just interpret the messages as they come, pretty much. So it's going to be pile 1, 2, and 3. This is the stone for pile 1. This is the stone for pile 2. Pile number 3. Alright, so think about your person. I'm going to get straight into it. So connections in separation. Let's see what's going on. And then this is going to be a message from that person. These are also going to be handwritten little messages. Okay. See what we have. We've got strength. Wow, strength from 2 different decks. Haven't looked at any of these cards. We've got here karmic partner. We've got here balance. We've got the sea beacon fairy guidance. But where will it lead you? Number 3. Okay. I feel like right now you could be in separation with this person because I feel like they're kind of lost. With karmic partner, a lot of people don't like that word. I don't really mind the word karmic partner. Everybody kind of, generally in this community, kind of knows what it means. But I feel like we can have karma with any person that we're with. It could be that they're in a relationship with somebody where they feel like they have a lot of karma. They have a lot of lessons. They may feel like this person's helped them out with, a living situation. Maybe somebody's helped them out with money. Maybe they feel like they owe somebody something. I feel like you could be in separation because this person is feeling a bit weak or even feeling a bit down. With balance, I feel like they're trying to get in balance. This person, I feel like they don't have a balance between their masculine and feminine energy. That balance between being dominant, taking action, messaging someone, calling someone, and just receiving and, just having faith that things are going to come to you, just allowing things to flow. I feel like this person's not in the flow right now. The 2 cards of strength, especially, these cards are really about inner strength. It's about that strength that's really like at the depth of your being. It's like they really have to dig deep for that inner strength, for that compassion. Maybe they're trying to feel compassion towards themselves. Maybe they're trying to feel compassion towards you and this situation. I don't sense any kind of negative feelings or anything towards you. This to me is more somebody that's just focusing on themselves. They're just in a low kind of place. With this card, guidance, but where will it lead you? I feel like they may be waiting for something to change in their life before they kind of come forward or before they contact you. Maybe they're not in a relationship with you, or they've said to you, look, I can only be friends with you, or I don't want a relationship with you. I feel like it's because they don't know where they're going. They don't know where things are going to lead with this so-called karmic partner or the person that they're currently with, or even if they just feel like they have karma in their life. Maybe they feel like they didn't study a lot growing up, so now they don't have a career, they don't have a good job. Maybe they haven't really invested, into their health, so now they're really depressed, or they just have things in their life where they're so up and down all over the place They may be kind of seeking guidance, or they may have an idea of what they should do about a particular problem. But it's kind of like, I feel like they want to expand on their current state and level of consciousness, but they kind of fear the unknown about where is this going to lead. Maybe I feel like this person maybe isn't a very spiritual kind of person. I'm sensing more 3D kind of energy. Sorry for that noise. It's a bit warmer here today, so I have the window open and people love hooning around where I live. So sorry about that. Yeah, I feel like this person isn't very spiritual. Like I'm sensing more 3D kind of energy, and that's not a bad thing. I just feel like if they've been searching for an answer, like to their problems, for example, and somebody gives it to them, I feel like they may be hesitant about actually taking it or putting it into practice, if that makes sense. They may, with the Sea Beacon Fairy, they may be somebody who loves going to the beach, who loves the water. There may be somebody who's very emotional. They may be going through experiencing a lot of emotions right now, which may not be a very common thing for them. There may be somebody who, sees you as a beacon of light. They may be looking for a beacon of light. You may have kind of shown them the light. You may have, made them see a glimpse of what their life could be. But sometimes when we see other people who are doing really well or are really loving, or they just kind of possess qualities or attributes that we don't have, it makes us kind of really see where we kind of are in our life. And that's not always a pleasant thing for some people. But they're definitely trying to find that inner strength to push forward. So even just sending this person, inner strength, kind of love and light, seeing them in the best possible light. If you think this person, is like a little bit kind of weak, doesn't really take control of their life, I feel like seeing them in the best possible light is going to really help them see themselves in a better light. They may assume that they know the way people think about them, and that, may be a little bit negative. So let's see what this person would say to you if they could say anything to you right now. I'm sorry I couldn't follow through with my promises. Yeah, so this person may have promised you, look, hey, we'd be together. They may have promised you, hey, I'll call you, hey, I'll come and visit you. And they're just somebody that they just don't follow through. Like I said, this person is just up and down. They're just not stable. When somebody's not stable, they may be genuine in the moment about caring about you, but when it comes to actually showing it, it's like they just feel, it's like they can do it, but they just feel like they can't, if that makes sense. I have 2 other messages. Wow. So I've got here, I'm still in love with you. And you already know how I feel about you, trust it. Wow. So I like in this reading that it's kind of messages about how they're going, what's happening with them, but also how they're feeling about you. So this person is saying, look, hey, I'm still in love with you. I have deep feelings for you. Never doubt it. They want you to know, don't look at their actions and let that be the sole reflection of how you think that person feels about you. There can be all kinds of reasons why people don't come forward and tell you how they feel. It could be because they are with a karmic partner. They're with somebody, maybe they don't want to be with them, maybe they do, but maybe they still regret not being with you. Even if they're with someone else, it's not changing the way they feel about you. If you went through things with this person, then I feel like they definitely don't have any kind of hard feelings towards you. Especially with 2 strength cards. They're feeling a lot more compassion and understanding. They're seeing things, I feel like, a bit more clearer than what they did in the past. They are still just kind of, they may have just received some kind of guidance, some kind of epiphany. They may have just only seen the light now and realized, hey, shit, I'm still in love with this person. They just really can't stop thinking about you and how deep your connection is. And that may be something they've only just allowed themselves to admit. So now they're really trying to dig deep and go to that inner strength to get the will to get out of their karmic situation, or to improve their money, or to improve their health. So that's what I feel like is happening with this person. If you picked pile number 1, let me know if this resonates with you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. All right. For those of you who chose number 2, got some messages from this person that we'll look at the end. Let's just see, what's the separation about? What's going on with this person? So we've got King of Swords in reverse, Queen of Swords, upright, shadow work, darkest fears. I've got here ancient wisdom. Okay. So normally with the King of Swords upright, they're very much logical. They're very much in their head. They can be very much speaking their truth. I feel like, to be honest, in the reverse, this is somebody that they're in more of a manipulative or selfish kind of energy, maybe a little bit in their ego, kind of thinking about themselves. It's interesting though with the Queen of Swords in the upright. I feel like if the Queen of Swords could represent somebody else, or if it could represent you, but you would know if this situation applies to you or not. The Queen of Swords can be quite cutting as well, but not necessarily in a bad way. They just like cutting through the crap. They know what they want. They're very organized in their thoughts. If they're like, hey, let's go out on Friday night at this time, that's just what's happening. And if you're not there, this person's going to be like, hey, we organized this. What the hell is up? The King of Swords, I feel like, they're not very honest. They're not willing to come forward with their truth, which can make sense if you're not in communication. Maybe this person doesn't want to be honest with you about how they're feeling, and they know that if they come forward to you, you are not going to take any crap from them. You're going to want, honesty about where this connection is going, what's been happening with them. We do have shadow work though, so obviously this person is in a negative, quite low vibration. With darkest fears here, you can see that this person has they still are very much in their head. They're very much in a mental space. I don't feel like this person's focusing very much on feelings right now. They do have a lot of anxiety though. They have a lot of anxiety and fears and worries about this situation, about this connection, maybe how it's going to work. Maybe they want it to work, but they have so many things, like so much shit that they need to work on, and they just can't figure it out. With ancient wisdom, I feel like they may be trying to... I don't actually feel like in this case this person's doing different things or trying to... I don't feel like they're trying to search for or research into ancient wisdom. I feel like there's just stuff that may be ancient wisdom from the past, or things that people have used, techniques or things from years ago that maybe are sort of coming to them, or maybe people are telling them, like maybe their friends or family member or grandmother, or this person may be somebody that's quite close to their family, or somebody in particular in their family that's, old and wise. I feel like this person may be telling them some wise advice. Like, I feel like somebody's giving this person some really wise advice about what they should do and how they should fix a broken situation, or a situation that is a little bit strained. at this time. I feel like with you and this person, either you were people who tended to argue a lot, or you just did argue about one main thing in particular that may have tipped things over the edge and may have led to this separation. Because I feel like when I say that the King of Swords can be manipulative, I don't always see it in a way, in like the worst possible way, like they're trying to manipulate you. It could just be they're trying to manipulate the situation. They're trying to say things to... Some people can say things to manipulate how the conversation goes so they can, get out of having to be honest. They may just be kind of putting their, crap on you, which I don't think is good. But I think it's more that this person is fearful of being honest. I feel like they're fearful of telling you how they feel because they don't want to start a fight. I mean, this person honestly could just be somebody who tends to be quite conniving and manipulative, and, they could just have issues and they tend to take them out on other people. And I'm not saying they are or they're not like this, but this is just energy. You'll know if this is the energy of this person, and if it's not, just don't take it. But they're definitely doing... This person's definitely doing shadow work. The shit that they're trying to figure out. I may get a clarifier about the King of Swords. Actually, going to use a different deck. I want to just see kind of if this energy is more sinister or if it's more positive. We've got here the 10 of Coins. So the 10 of Coins is the 10 of Pentacles, which is about stability. It can be about marriage, it can be about a family, it can be growing old with somebody, living with somebody. This card holds a lot of... It holds a lot of promise, it holds a lot of value, a lot of loyalty. If I asked how does somebody feel about you and I draw the 10 of Coins, it's probably one of the best cards you can draw. They see you as a long-term partner, somebody they could be serious and stable with. So yeah, I was kind of feeling more the energy as the reading went on, that I wasn't feeling it as being super sinister, and that's why I kind of said, hey, maybe they're not trying to be manipulative in the worst possible way. So with the 10 of Coins, I feel like it is relating to something positive. Maybe they couldn't give you this happy ending because I'm kind of sensing with Darkest Fears being in the head kind of energy and shadow work, maybe this person was kind of depressed or they have some kind of mental health issues. I feel like they couldn't give you this stability, maybe because of their health, or maybe because of money. Something in the material world that you wanted they couldn't give you. Maybe they feel like they couldn't commit to you. Maybe they feel like they're scared to tell you that they still want this with you, but they don't know if they have what it takes to make you happy. That could be something as well. I'm going to get the last 3 messages of what they would say to you to kind of gauge a little bit more. We've got here, you still take my breath away. Wow, beautiful card. So this person, when they either still see you, they think about you, they dream about you, they could daydream about you during the day, you still take this person's breath away. It's like that moment where you're thinking about somebody and, you still get that kind of flutter in your chest, and you still get that, that passionate, loving feeling. It's like you still affect them. Let's see what else. I can't stand to see you with anyone else. And love can never be lost or destroyed. Yeah, so it's kind of saying even if you are with someone else, even if we're not talking, our love is not dependent on conditions or circumstances. They still have that, they still feel the same about you. With I can't stand to see you with anybody else, maybe it's like they know they're not in a good place to commit to you, but they don't want to be in your life because they don't want to risk seeing you with somebody else. It's like maybe they feel embarrassed to kind of say to you, look, I still would want this long-term commitment with you, but I can't make it I can't make it happen right now. Maybe it's that if you are with somebody else or you're interested in someone else and you just didn't want to wait for this person to kind of, heal or get their, stuff together, so to speak. Maybe they do think you're stable with somebody else. Maybe they are being a little bit manipulative or petty because they just are frustrated at themselves that they can't commit to you and they couldn't be what you needed them to be. Or maybe they know if you're with somebody else, or maybe they just have it in their head you're with somebody else. Maybe you are, I don't know. But sometimes people can just be actually petty and seem like they're being really shitty to us, not because they don't care, but actually because they're the ones who screwed up, and it's like they can't actually stand to admit it. That's what I feel. I feel a really intense energy with this group number 2. Let me know down below if you're in this situation and it resonates, and if you'd want to share anything about your story with me or your situation. I'm always happy to listen. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. For those of you guys who chose pile number 3, let's get into it. So at the end, I've got some messages from your person. All right, let's kind of see how they're feeling or what the deal is with this separation. So we've got the 8 of Cups in reverse. 3 of Wands. We've got Unawakened. Sorry if you can hear my son in the background. He's having a bit of a tanty right now. Third Eye Chakra. We've got here Nurture. So 2 cards actually popped out from this deck. And we've got the Angel of Time, Working Too Hard. I'm going to put this down for a minute. So I feel like with the 8 of Cups in reverse, I feel like this person could have walked away from you and they regret it. This person wants to come back. I feel like with Unawakened, they possibly may now be awakened. With the 3 of Wands, to me it's wanting to expand on your horizons. Some people can see it as waiting for your ships to come in, putting out your manifestation, setting out your intention and waiting for it to come back. I kind of see it as wanting to go out, and it's like you're feeling very passionate and you've got a lot of energy, and it's like you're wanting to expand your current life. It's like you're wanting more than what you currently have. If this person was awakened, I feel like this person isn't unawakened, so to speak, anymore. I feel like they're very aware that I kind of sense them, if they left you, for example, I feel like it was a bit of fear and insecurity was involved. It may have just seemed like this person didn't care or whatever. It always can seem very different on the outside. But I feel like this person does have some fears and insecurities. Especially if you are kind of awakened to certain things, or you just think of things in a different way to them that seem very obvious. It can sometimes be hard for some people. They can genuinely care about you, but they just show it in a different way, if that makes sense. It's like some people just don't know how to do things that we may view to be really common sense, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, with the 8 of Cups in reverse, if they left you, I'm feeling regret. I'm feeling like they would have wanted to see where the situation could have gone. but they were a bit unconscious. They were not really thinking about the situation clearly. They may have thought it was the best thing for them at the time, but now I don't think they're viewing it in the same way. With this card here, the Angel of Time, working too hard. This could be somebody that was just focusing a lot on work. But I'm more kind of seeing that maybe this person, I feel like maybe they were thinking that you were trying a bit too hard. Like maybe you wanted commitment from them and they just weren't really showing it. They were, not very kind of conscious of the potential of this connection. And maybe you were kind of like, hey, where's this going? Blah, blah, blah. And you ask kind of normal questions that there's nothing wrong with asking that. But I feel like it might have kind of scared this person away. They might have felt like you were pushing things too much. But now it's like maybe this person is older or time has passed. Something's happened that now they see it differently and they realize that that wasn't such a big deal and that this does, have potential. And I feel like they regret not giving it more time. And actually, I feel like with the Three of Wands can be looked at as waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for your manifestations to flourish. It's like they didn't give it enough time to actually see where it could have gone. With Third Eye Chakra, I feel like they're definitely seeing things clearer. It's like seeing life with new eyes. It's like thinking or seeing something in a different way. Somebody saying something to you can just make things click. You can kind of just wake up the next day and things can physically look different to you just based on an idea or just something around you that has happened. With nurture, I feel like you could have been really nurturing to this person, or they're feeling more in a nurturing way towards you. But I'm pretty sure nurture, this card is kind of like the Empress. So they may see you as somebody who they acknowledge that you are somebody who is very caring, very nurturing. And there was a lot of, love. Like you had a lot of love and a lot of life to give to them. You had a lot that you could have brought, to the relationship. I feel like you had a lot that you did bring to the relationship or connection or whatever kind of, however your relationship looked with this person. I feel like you did, invest into it. You gave them something that is making them regret losing it. That's for sure. So I have some messages from this person. Let's see what they are. Wow. So I will come back for you. Beautiful. So they may have left you. Now they're regretting it. They're wishing they invested. They may have not been conscious to the potential, but now they are. They're seeing things clearer in a different way. They're seeing the nurturing side of you. They're seeing probably why they had feelings for you or were close to you in the first place. Now they're feeling like that they want to come back. I feel like it's like they're saying that, I don't plan for this to be the end. Maybe they never thought it was going to be the end. Maybe it was a bit of a brash decision for them to end things with you and they kind of thought somewhere along the line that you would come back together, but you just haven't yet. I feel like this person has every intent to kind of make the situation right. I feel like this person is going to contact you. So I couldn't handle the intensity. Yeah, so I feel like there may have been a lot of love and a lot of passion, but I feel like you may have, like I said, may have been giving more effort to the relationship with them, putting in more effort than them. You may have been expressing your feelings more to them, which I don't see as a bad thing at all. But if somebody isn't in tune with their emotions, they can see you expressing your love to be super intense. And that can be repelling to some people, not because it's bad at all, just because of their own, upbringing or issues or things that they've been through. At the time, they found the connection very intense. Yeah, this makes sense. So I don't know how to let others in. So, yeah. So with Unawakened, this person has their back. They have their back to the card, and it's because they don't know how to invite people into their life. They don't know how to let people in. But when they actually really sit and try to think about things. They think back about the past. They see things in a new light. They actually realize, hey, this was a really nice person. This person was a loving person. We had a great connection. There was nothing wrong with the way this person was acting. And then it's kind of making them think, why couldn't I give back to this person? I feel like this person regrets that they didn't give more to you. They didn't express how they felt. I feel like they're just guarded, may have been hurt. Like I said about their upbringing, as you guys would already know, there's all kinds of things we go through in life that make you more guarded and can make you struggle to, really let people in and tell them truly how you feel. But I feel like this person is more up for this kind of connection now than what they were, in the past. And yeah, I hope they do make contact. So let me know if this resonated with you for number 3. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. All right, bye.